and we'll begin seated. Taking a moment to make yourself comfortable. If you like to use the playlist, look at the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, a comfortable position. You might rest your hands lightly in the lap, the palms facing down. Gesture of grounding. Very gently guiding your awareness to your breath. And breathing your eyes closed. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through nose or mouth. Breathing in. And breathing out. As you inhale, focus on filling your lungs with air. Feeling the expansion of your whole chest. And as you exhale, feel the softening as all the air flows from your body. Breathing in. And breathing out. And the next time you breathe out, observe how slowly you're able to release the air. Breathing in naturally. And breathing out slowly. The natural inhale. Exhaling slowly. Continuing these smooth, steady cycles of breath on your own. Feeling the weight of gravity. Steadiness of your whole body down. the unwavering support the earth beneath you provides. Gently guiding your awareness to the very base of your body. That space in the bowl of your pelvis. Visioning roots. The base of your body like a tree trunk growing down into the earth. All the way down into the ground, deep to the center of the earth. Breathing the earth energy up through your roots. Into the base of your body. Releasing any discomfort, tension, or pain down through your roots into the earth. Breathing the earth energy up through your roots. Into the base of your body. Releasing any stagnant, dense, or tense energy down through your roots into the earth. For a few more breaths, continuing to flow this loop of earth energy. Feeling the unwavering support the earth beneath you provides. Inviting a steadiness and strength to embrace the unexpected. May your roots support a solid foundation. Very gently joining the palms hands in Anjali Mudra. The thumbs meeting the sternum, the center of your chest. And breathing out. And a moment to greet yourself. And as you breathe the eyes open, a little hello. Those joining us, those who might be watching on the repeat. I'm Hannah. I'm so happy to have you here. You could remain seated in Sukhasana, or if it would feel okay for your knees, easing toward the shape Vajrasana. My hip joints sink toward my heels. Again, feeling the steadiness of the whole body down. As we breathe in, the arms rising up and above the crown. And as we breathe out, drawing the energy down. As the thumbs move past the heart center, the palms root to the ground. Bowing the upper body, the torso forward, and of course, you could be in a comfortable seat or with me in Vajrasana. As we inhale, the arms rising up and over the crown. As we exhale, the whole body mudra, bowing forward and down. Once more, inhaling the arms up and above the crown. Exhaling, bowing forward and down. Quieting the frontal brain, moving any excess mental energy into the earth. We inhale, the arms up and above. This time, as we exhale, easing forward toward tabletop. I'm going to turn, taking as much time as you need to move toward the shape where the shoulder joints stack over the wrist joints and the hip joints are over the knees. You could always tuck the balls of the feet underneath or double up the mat for extra cushion underneath your knees. Exhaling, mobilizing the spine as we arc in the low back, shoulder joints from the ears, tipping the chin up to the clouds. Inhaling to round, scooping the pelvis, curling the tailbone toward the knees. From the drishti, the gaze to the navel. Exhaling, and spreading the fingers wide on the earth, shoulder joints from the ears, from the chin to the clouds. Inhaling to round from the tops of the feet or the balls of the feet tucked underneath. However, you feel most steady as we exhale, the anterior pelvic tilt from the arc in the low back, shoulder joints from the ears, chin to the clouds. Once more, inhaling to round from the pelvis and posterior, curling the tailbone toward the knee. The bottom of the breath, big toes touch, hip joints toward the heels. In the shape Balasana, the reclining warrior, are connecting Vinyasa today, inhaling forward. We call this a Panakriya, in the shoulder joints in front of the ribs. Exhaling, the tide of your breath rounds the hip joints toward the heels. Inhaling, forward. The shoulder joints might ease in front of the wrists. Exhaling, the hip joints toward the heels in a slow, deliberate pace. Twice more, inhaling forward. Exhaling, and the hip joints rounding to the heels. We enjoy this quality of slowing down, moving into the instinctual body. Again, we call this rocking apana kriya. The bottom of your next breath, hip joints toward the heels, balls of the feet tuck underneath. And in your own time, easing toward the shape Adho Mukha Svanasana. You might have a little or a lot of bend in the knees. Pedaling your heels out as you breathe into the space alongside the backs of your legs. Hamstrings, calves, and Achilles. You might inhale through your nose. Exhaling through your nose or mouth. Whatever breath pattern suits you best. The next time you breathe out, steadying the shape. Of course, if you need a bit more bend in the knees, it certainly doesn't matter if the heels touch the ground. The hip joints are high to the heavens, the body in the inverted V. As we exhale, the left heel down to the ground. Touch or no touch, it doesn't matter. The inhale rises the right leg to the sky. One long line of energy. From the coccyx, the tailbone to the right heel. Exhaling to gather the energy, bending the right knee. Drawing the knee towards your navel. Navel toward the spine. Slow, steady step of the right foot through. Onto the earth beneath you. In the Anjaneyasana, low lunge pattern, you could be on fists or tenting your thumbs and fingertips. As we inhale, rounding the center spine to the sky. You might gaze the left big toe or towards your navel. And as you exhale, rooting heel to ball of right foot, we radiate from the heart center forward, maybe the chin to the clouds. Inhaling to round, gazing toward the left big toe or toward the navel. Exhaling to root heel to ball of right foot. And if it would feel good for your cervical spine, your neck, the chin to the clouds. Once more, inhaling to round. Exhaling to root, heel to ball of the right foot. As we radiate in the lunge pattern at the bottom of the breath, the palms will return down to the ground. No rush, no hurry. Inhaling, plank. Of course, you could always skip the shape, be in the variation where the knees tap. The knees are rising, enjoying one more inhale. As we exhale, we all tap the knees, the big toes close, hip joints round to the heels. And Apana Kriya, our connecting vinyasa, inhaling to rock forward. Maybe the shoulder joints in front of the wrists. Exhaling, and the hip joints toward the heels. And twice more, spreading the fingers wide on the earth beneath you. And the rocking, the steadiness. between Vinyasa, the reclining warrior, the variation of tabletop, where the shoulder joints ease in front of the wrists. And the next time we breathe out, hip joints toward the heels, bottom of the breath, balls of feet tuck underneath. Inhaling Adho Mukha Svanasana on the inverted V. For a few beats, you might bend your knees a bit more, pedaling your heels out. Breathing into that space alongside the backs of the legs. And this practice is a massage for the hip joints, the hamstrings, and the side waist. Exhaling, and the steadiness of the shape, the right heel grounded down. Touch or no touch, it doesn't matter. Inhale the left leg, lifting up to the sky. One long line of energy from coccyx to the left heel. Exhaling, we gather the energy, bending the left knee toward the navel, navel toward the spine. That slow, steady step of the left foot through. Always use the left hand to get the foot where you want it. Maybe on fists or thumbs and fingertips. Inhaling to ripple round the center spine to the sky. Gaze to the right big toe or navel. Exhaling to root, heel to ball of the left leg. We radiate. If it feels good for the neck, chin to the clouds. Inhaling to round. Exhaling, feeling the quality of rooting down, heel to ball of left foot. Maybe the chin to the clouds once more. Inhaling to round. Exhaling to root. We want all vertebrae happy, so only if it feels good for the neck, the chin to the clouds. On the bottom of the breath, the palms return down to the ground. Inhale, plank. Here for a few beats. Of course, you could always tap the knees. If you like a little bit more for the core, and the hip joints stay suspended in space. Inhale, a slight rounding of that place between the shoulder blades, the drishti, the gaze to the toes or toward the navel. Exhaling, the heels reach back. And the drishti, the gaze forward. Get into that neutral spine at the bottom of the breath. Knees tap down to the ground. Big toes close. Hip joints to the heels. And one cycle, the connecting vinyasa, apana kriya. Inhale, easing forward. Shoulder joints might come in front of the wrists. Exhaling, your hip joints rounding toward the heels. The bottom of the breath, balls of feet tuck underneath. Inhaling, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you like, a bit of bend in the knees. Rhythmic. Vinyasa A, the variation as we exhale, and the left heel grounding down. Inhaling the right leg to rise. Exhaling, gathering the energy, that slow, steady step of the right foot through, onto the earth beneath you. The bottom of the breath now, the back left knee is down. Of course, if you need extra cushion, you can always double up your mat. Left foot tucked or untucked. As we inhale, climbing the right quadricep, interweaving the fingers, and for a beat, easing from the lunge. Exhale, really rooting heel to ball of that front right foot. This might be enough. For the next layer of the shape, inhaling, arms rising up and over your crown. Exhaling to draw the energy down. The thumbs pass Hridaya, the heart center at the bottom of the breath. The palms return to the ground. Inhaling, skipping plank. The right knee Easing through the center line of the body, big toes closed as we exhale, rounding the hip joints toward the heels. One cycle, Apana Kriya. Inhaling in this practice. There is not Chaturanga Dandasana, very classical connecting Vinyasa. The hip joints toward the heels at the bottom of the breath, balls of feet tuck underneath. Inhaling, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling to ground the right heel down. Inhaling the left leg to lift. Exhale, we feel the connection to the core, our strong center, as we gather the energy, that slow, steady step of the left foot through. From the bottom of the breath, the back right knee is down. Of course, you could double up the mat for extra cushion, right foot tucked or untucked. Heel to ball of the left foot as we inhale, climbing the left quadricep, interweaving the fingers, easing from the lunge pattern. Exhaling, rooting heel to ball of the left foot. If you like, you could sink the hip joints lower down to the ground. This might be enough. Or as you breathe in, the arms rising up and over the crown variation. Rhythmic namaskar, exhaling to draw the energy down. Central channel of your body at the bottom of the breath, the palms reground to the earth. Inhaling, slow and steady, left knee through the midline as we exhale, Apana Kriya. Hip joints ground to the heels. Inhaling, rocking, spreading the fingers wide on the earth. Exhaling, and the hip joints toward the heels. Bottom of the breath, balls of feet tuck underneath. Inhaling, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, feeling the steadiness of the shape and the inverted V. Enjoying one more inhale through the nose. Exhaling through nose or mouth. And the left heel grounded down. Inhale the right leg to rise. Exhaling, gathering the energy. And that slow, steady step of the right foot through. Bottom of the breath, the back left knee is down. Of course, you could tuck or untuck the foot. You could climb the quadricep, or the arms rise up and above the crown. This variation, exhaling, draw the energy down, Shushumanadi, the central channel of the body, at the bottom of the breath, palms return down to the ground. Inhaling our connecting vinyasa. Exhaling through Balasana, the reclining warrior. Again, we call this Apana Kriya. Inhaling, Apana is the word for the energy that grounds us. We feel it in our bodies as the energy of elimination or childbirth. Exhaling, hip joints toward the heels, bottom of the breath, balls of feet tuck underneath. Inhaling, easing toward Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, the right heel grounded down. Touch or no touch, it doesn't matter. The inhale lifts the left leg to the sky. Exhaling, gathering the energy on that slow, steady step of the left foot through. Bottom of the breath, the back right knee is down, foot tucked or untucked. Of course, you could climb the left quadricep, or when the arms rise up and over the crown. Exhaling, feeling the energy of Apana as the palms return down to the ground. Inhaling, easing through the center line. Exhaling toward Balasana. And the reclining warrior. Inhale once more. forward in the tabletop shape upon a kriya. Exhaling, hip joints toward the heels. Bottom of the breath, balls of feet tuck underneath. Inhaling, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, the left heel down to the ground. Inhaling, right leg to rise. Exhaling, the right foot through. Slow, steady step. Anjaneyasana, lunge. Bottom of the breath, the back left knee is down. Inhale, climbing the quad or arms rising up and over the crown. Exhaling to draw the energy down to the ground. And inhaling, easing through our connecting vinyasa, the exhale, balasana. In the reclining warrior shape, hip joints round to the heels, inhaling, rocking. Maybe the shoulder joints in front of the wrists. Exhaling. And the hip joints toward the heels, balls of feet tuck underneath. Inhaling, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, the right heel grounded down. Inhaling, the left leg to lift. And exhale, sealing off the side. Slow, steady step of the foot through. Bottom of the breath. The back right knee is down. Inhale, you can climb the quad or arms, rising up and over the crown. Exhaling. Rounding the palms down. Inhale, easing toward balasana. As we exhale, hip joints rounded to the heels, spreading the fingers wide. Once more for now, the connecting vinyasa upon a kriya, inhaling to rock forward. Exhaling from the hip joints toward the heels, rounded in balasana. For a few beats, if you like. You might ease the knees a bit further apart. But if possible, I'd like you to keep the palms down to the ground. You might touch the tip of your nose. You might rest your forehead. Allowing any excess mental tension to soften down into the ground. The shape, we relax the frontal brain, the thinking mind to the earth. And as you breathe, you might enjoy a gentle sway. The lower body, side to side. Breathing into that space, the inner hip crease, and the psoas minor. Again, in this practice, it's that continuous massage of the hip joints, the hamstrings, and the side waist. And the next time we exhale the air from the body, I invite you to breathe out through the mouth. Inhaling to rock forward. Exhaling, and the balls of the feet tuck underneath, hip joints toward the heels. Inhaling, Adho Mukha Svanasana. In the inverted V, again, if you like, a few beats to bend your knees and pedal your heels out. Call this space alongside the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, the calves, the Achilles tendon, the back gate. As we exhale, finding the steadiness of the shape. The left heel at the bottom of the breath grounded down. The inhale will rise the right leg to the sky. This time as we exhale, gently yawn the right knee open in the three-legged shape. The right heel toward the left sits. As you breathe, you might even gaze underneath the right arm, whatever feels best for your body. Inhaling, the drishti gaze forward toward the very top of your mat. And as we exhale, that gathering the energy, knee toward navel, navel toward spine, that slow, steady step of the right foot through onto the earth beneath you. The bottom of the breath, the back left knee is down. A gentle reminder, you could always double up your mat for extra cushion. We're going to inhale, radiate, just the beat, we're really rooting heel to ball of the right foot. And as we exhale, we're going to ease into the shape Ardha Hanuman. And of course, you can walk your fists or thumbs and fingertips back toward the hip joints. This might be enough. For the next time you exhale, draping the torso of the upper body forward. And the chin toward the heart center, the frontal brain, the thinking mind down to the ground. If you like the pulsation vinyasa, inhaling to ripple round the center of the spine to the sky. The apex of the breath, you might gaze toward the tip top of the raft. And the raft is what we like to call the mat in this practice. Exhaling, draping the torso forward. And this practice is rooted in the teachings of Prana Vinyasa, inhaling, which you feel through the pulsation vinyasa, this rippling of the center spine to the sky, and the exhale, the draping of the torso, the upper body forward. This might be enough. For the next layer, we call Bhumi Namaskar, inhaling, rooting heel to ball of the right foot, rocking forward. Exhale, easing back. The shape Ardha Hanuman. Twice more. Inhale, rooting heel to ball of your front right foot. Exhaling, rocking back. The word Bhumi. The Hindi for earth. The word in Sanskrit would be Praviti. Once more, inhale, rocking. And that rooting heel to ball of the right foot. This time as we exhale, the palms ground toward the inner sole of the right foot. You might even heel toe your right foot over toward the right. Maybe this is enough. It's perfect. In the next layer of the shape, you might ease your left forearm and your right forearm down to the ground. It would feel good for the right hip joint, the right knee. You could pivot your right big toe toward the upper right hand corner of your right. But I'll invite you as you breathe out to soften your chin toward the center of your chest. Relaxing your thinking mind, the frontal brain down to the ground. Wherever you are, enjoying one more inhale through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. An opportunity again to release any excess mental tension. As we inhale, easing from the shape. And some people call it lizard or Uttan Kristasan. In the Sanskrit, if you need to heel toe your right foot through the center line, we're going to meet, no rush, no hurry, in the shape again, Balasana, big toes close, hip joints round to the heels. And as you inhale, walk your right thumb and fingertips over toward the right. The counter shape, exhaling with the left hand toward the right. The left thumb might be near the right thumb if it would feel good for your body. The left palm along the back of the right hand. But every time you exhale, you round your left hip joint toward the left heel. Breathing in. And breathing out to round the left hip joint toward the left heel. Enjoying one more inhale of this shape. Exhaling the left hip joint toward the left heel, feeling into the left sideways. The bottom of the breath, the palms return back. Through the center, we'll inhale one time, shifting in the Apana Kriya, spreading the fingers wide. Exhaling hip joints toward the heels. Balls of feet tuck underneath. Inhaling, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling through nose or mouth, from the right heel grounded down as we inhale the left leg to lift up. Exhale to yawn the knee in the three-legged shape. The external rotation in the lower half of your body, maybe the left heel is toward the right sits. You might gaze underneath the left arm. Inhaling the drishti, the gaze, toward the tip top of your mat. Exhaling to gather that very strong energy from your core, that slow, steady step. The left foot through, onto the earth beneath you. At the bottom of the breath, the back right knee is down. Of course, if you need extra cushion, you double up the mat. Inhale for a beat, really rooting, heel to ball of the left foot. Exhaling, easing toward the shape, Ardha Hanuman. If possible, the left foot in dorsiflexion, with the left big toe toward the crown. Again, you can move the fists or thumbs and fingertips closer toward the hips. And as you breathe out, if it's possible for your body today, draping the torso forward. From the frontal brain down to the ground. Inhaling, and that rounding, if you like to add the pulsation vinyasa. And the drishti gaze, again, toward the tip top of your raft, your mat. Exhaling the torso forward. Inhaling to round. Exhaling. And the thinking mind down to the ground. Once more, inhaling. This might be enough. Exhaling, you could remain with this pulsation vinyasa. Or the rhythmic vinyasa, connecting the two shapes in Bhuli Namaskar. Inhaling, heel to ball of the left foot. Ease deeper into the lunge. Exhaling to rock back. You might notice the awareness moves toward that inner right hip crease, the psoas minor. Inhale, rooting heel to ball of the left. Exhaling back. Perhaps the awareness is drawn the back gate of the left leg, the hamstring, the calf, the Achilles tendon as we inhale, rooting heel to ball of the left foot. The palms rounding down inside of the left foot. This might be enough. Always ease the left foot over toward the left. This might be enough. Or the right forearm, the left forearm down to the ground. And pivot your left big toe toward the upper left-hand corner of your mat. If possible for your body today, the chin toward the center of the chest, the thinking mind down to the ground. And I find in this variation, my frontal brain is toward the earth. It helps me access the big stabilizer muscles, either side of my low and mid spine, quadratus lumborum 1 and 2, the longissimus and the erector spinae group, the multifidi and the latissimus dorsi. The next time we inhale, we will ease from the shape. No rush, no hurry. Whatever pace makes most sense for your body. Heel toe the left foot through the midline. In your own time, grounded in Vinyasa. Hip joints toward the heel. Incorporating the sideways stretch as we inhale the left hand toward the left. Walking thumb and fingertips over toward the left as we exhale, the right hand follows. The right thumb might be toward the left thumb. The right palm might relax alongside the back of the left hand every time you exhale. The right hip joint rounds down toward the right heel. Breathing in. Breathing out. Right hip joint toward the right heel. Enjoying one more inhale. Exhaling. Right hip joint toward the right heel. Bottom of the breath. The palms return back toward the tabletop shape as we inhale in the variation. The last time in this practice of Apana Kriya. This rocking forward. And the exhale, grounding the hip joints toward the heels. Inhaling, if you need a little more rock. Let the exhale ease you toward Adho Mukha Svanasana. And the final time in this practice, if you like, bending the knees. You might notice this difference alongside the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, the calves, the Achilles tendon. The effects, a continual massage alongside the back gate. As we breathe in through the nose, I'll invite you once more to breathe out through the mouth. This time at the bottom of the breath, the right heel is grounded. The inhale, the left leg to the sky. And the exhale, the yawn of the knee. As we inhale, the drishti gaze forward toward the tip top of the raft. Exhaling to gather the energy, that slow, steady step of the left foot through. Toward the earth beneath you, the bottom of the breath, and the back right knee is down. This time, as you breathe in, the drishti gaze over the right shoulder joint. We're going to exhale, pivot In the variation, Virabhadrasana Warrior 2, low to the earth. If you need extra cushion, you could always double up the mat underneath the right knee. If you want to inhale, fan the arms up and over, extending into the T. Exhaling, feeling the weight, the tailbone, the base of the spine down to the ground. And then as we inhale, heel toeing the left foot further from the right knee. If it makes sense for your body, you can draw the left foot in the dorsiflexion, like we were Ardha Hanuman. But the next time we exhale, on the right hand toward the outer right hip joint. We're going to inhale, arc the left arm up and over. If it makes sense for your body, you can move the left arm all the way over the crown and the right thumb and fingertips down to the ground. As we exhale, we trace the horizon, the left palm down. Alternating, you could rest the left palm on the quadricep, the front side, the shin. It could be on left thumb and fingertips, could be on the left fist as the right arm arcs up and over. Alternating between the two shapes, the sideways. Again, right hand, outer right hip joint. Could be toward the fist or thumb and fingertips on the ground as the left arm arcs up and over. Exhaling to trace the horizon, the left palm down to the ground. Left palm could rest on the quadricep and the shin. Inhaling, the right arm up and over. Exhaling to trace. Once more, right hand toward the outer right hip joint. Be on the fist or thumb and fingertips as the left arm arcs up and over the crown. Exhale, we alternate now. The sideways variation, left palm, the quad, the shin. Just really, it's the tibia and the right arm over the crown. This time as we exhale, if it's possible for your body, bending the right elbow joint toward the navel. Drishti gaze toward the tip top of your raft. You might need to move the left heel closer toward the right knee. As we exhale, rooting heel to ball of that left foot. Inhale to repivot, moving through Uttanasana Prasthasana, the lizard shape. Ball of the right foot is tucked underneath, the right knee to rise. This time as we exhale, we're going to pivot all the way around, facing the opposite direction. It would make more sense when you need to face the camera. You can always just exchange the legs. At the bottom of the breath, my back left knee is down. Inhale, the drishti gaze over my left shoulder joint. As I exhale, I pivot again toward the variation, Virabhadrasana Warrior 2, but we're low to the earth. If you need extra cushion underneath the left knee. As you inhale, you could fan the arms up and over. Really focused on grounding down, heel to ball of that right foot. And the steadiness of the shape. The back left foot could be tucked or untucked. Whatever makes most sense for your body as we inhale, heel toeing the right foot further from the left knee. Finding that variation with dorsiflexion if it's possible for your body today, the right big toe toward the crown. Often you hear flex the foot. Technically, the right foot is in dorsiflexion if it matters to you. Exhaling the left hand toward the outer left hip joint. Inhaling the right arm to arc up and over. This might be enough. You might not go so deeply into the sideways stretch if you really want the left fist or thumb and fingertips down to the ground. Exhaling, I trace my right palm facing the earth. Rest the right palm on the quadricep, the shin space, or fist, thumb, and fingertips down to the ground. The inhale arcs, the left arm up and over. Exhale to trace. Left hand toward left hip joint. Fist, thumb, and fingertips down to the ground as we inhale, right arm arcing up and over. Exhaling to trace, alternating between the two shapes as we breathe into the sideways. Inhaling, left arm up and over. Exhaling once more. Again, this constant massage, hip joints, hamstrings, and sideways. Inhaling the right arm up and over. Exhaling to trace. Breathing in. Left arm up and over. This time as we breathe out, bending the left elbow joint. If it's possible for your body today, the elbow joint toward the navel. Drishti gaze toward the right big toe. You might have to guide the right heel closer toward the left knee. Inhaling, heel to ball of that left foot. Might be tucked or untucked as you pivot. But whatever makes most sense for your body in asymmetrical transition, we're going to ease down to the ground. Use your hands, functional mobility. And maybe it makes most sense as you return to the earth for the sole of the left foot to be toward the inner part of the right quadricep. This is enough. You like the variation of the shape, Ardha Malasan, you might bring the sole of the left foot to root down to the ground. We're going to explore Parivrita Janu Shirshasana. Of course, the sole of the left foot could be toward the inner part of the right quadricep. The right palm would then rest on the inner left knee, or Ardha Malasan, sole of the left foot down on the ground. The right palm might gently clasp the inner part of the left ankle joint as we inhale, arcing the left arm up and over, the peak shape in our practice. Combining all that hip joint, hamstring, and sideways opening. The left hand moves toward the right foot. Of course, it doesn't matter if there's a connection between the fingertips or palm and the outer part of the right foot. What I'd like you to do as you breathe out is ground your heart down to the earth. And as you inhale, slight pulsation of the heart toward the heavens. Exhaling, grounding the heart toward the earth. The bottom of the breath, I trace the horizon, rising towards seated and exchanging the legs. Again, maybe it makes most sense for your body, the sole of the right foot toward the inner part of the left quadricep. Or maybe you prefer to explore the Ardha Malasan pattern, rooting heel to ball of the right foot down to the ground, the right knee shining up to the sky. And the left palm can rest on the inner right knee. Here in the more classical expression, or the left palm gently clasping the inner right ankle joint as we inhale, arcing the right arm up and over. Catch or no catch, it doesn't matter. The next time you breathe out, I invite you to gently ground your heart to the earth. Inhaling the pulsation, the heart toward the heavens. Exhaling the trace, palm facing down. Your own time, no rush, no hurry. Easing towards supine. Relaxing on your back. If you like to seal off the movement meditation, the happy baby. There is no Sanskrit equivalent. The knees toward the underarms, we would call the shape Apanasan. The knees toward the heart center, we would say Gadamutasana. Or if you like, a supine twist. Bring one knee over toward one side, or both knees could be bent toward one side. Listening to what your body needs. Your own time, easing. The most important shape of all. Shavasana. Course. You may remain here for as long as you like. Seal off the practice. Rooted in your connection to the ground beneath you. Feeling the unwavering support the earth provides. relaxed, grounded, present in your body. I appreciate you so much for sharing your breath, your presence and practice. I say to you, my brothers and my sisters, thank you.